We have at the end Scott Trade Center VP of Sports and Entertainment Operations, Alex Rodrigo. Next to him, we have former Missouri wrestler and former Bellator lightweight champion, Michael Shamrock, whose family is always in front. Next to him is a man who needs no introduction, but is going to get one anyway, Ken Shamrock, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, my boss, the esteemed Scott Coker in the middle. And Ken Shamrock's opponent on June 19th, another man who needs no introduction, but is going to get one, Kimbo Slice. And another wrestler from right here in Missouri, please welcome Bobby Lashley. And president of Shamrock FC, please welcome Jesse Finney. If there's any kind of copyright problem about Shamrock, we can settle it right here, and I'm cool with that. Let's turn it over to Scott.
Testing 1, 2. I'd like to thank everybody for attending the press conference today. We've got a great show for you guys on June 19th. This is a fight that was supposed to happen about 7 years ago, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story about this fight. Kimbo Slice was arguably the most highly anticipated fighter on YouTube, and also TV ratings on CBS. Had a big career, was knocking everybody out, and we signed him about 6 months ago to fight for Bellator. Ken Shamrock was going to have this fight 7 years ago, and for some unforeseen circumstances, the fight never happened. So this would have been the most highly watched MMA show in the history of MMA, I promise you. They were delivering big ratings at the time for CBS and for Showtime. And Ken, a legend of the sport, started fighting in UFC 1. He's a legend, and I'm proud to say that he's part of the Bellator family. So we signed Kimbo probably about 6 months ago to come to Bellator, and I said to myself, well, who's he going to fight? We started talking to the matchmakers, we started talking to people outside, talking to television networks, and you know, we were kind of baffled, okay, who are we going to fight? And we had a fan fest in San Diego when we promoted a fight between Stefan Bonner and Tito Ortiz last November. We invited Ken to come as our guest, sign autographs, be part of the fan experience, and in walks Ken Shamrock. And I said, wow, this guy's in great shape. He looks like he still wants to fight. And I said, hey Ken, thanks for coming. I've been a big fan for a long time. And he said to me, he said, I want to fight that guy. And I said, who does he want to fight? He said, I want to fight Royce Gracie. And I said, well, you know what, Ken, I don't think Royce is fighting anymore. But in the back of my mind, you remember that? So in the back of my mind is stuck. It's like, this guy still wants to compete, and he looks like he's ready to fight. So we had an internal dialogue. We said, this is the fight that should have happened. We're going to make it happen. It's going to be here, June 19th at the Scott Trade Center. So let's get back to that.
And speaking of the Scott Trade Center, we have the VP of Sports and Entertainment, Alex Rodrigo. Turn it over to you.
Well, thank you. I tell you what, it's pretty exciting to be a part of this. The last 20 years here in St. Louis, we put on some great fights, both boxing and MMA. We've certainly had a great relationship there with Scott Coker and his team. This is, I think, an opportunity for us to kind of bring a national spotlight on St. Louis' fans, some of the new fans that we're hoping to bring into the sport as well, into the Scott Trade Center. So we're really excited to be partners with you. I can assure you that from the senior leadership on down, that we want to change the way we do business by adding more of the entertainment component to it, just providing a full experience to complement a lot of the talent that's up here on stage. So we're just excited to be a part of this.
And Scott Coker, you're known for working with local promoters. They're in the cities in which you hold fights. We have one right here, Jesse Finney from Shamrock FC. Turn it over to you, man.
Well, I tell you when Mr. Coker took over with Bellator, he called me and said, hey, listen, you ready to bring back some big fights in St. Louis? And I said, absolutely. He said, how many stars you got? And I said, well, we got a lot. And I said, well, let's put them on because now's your time. Let's get them up and let's get them going. So we found the local stars we can, and we just look forward to putting on bigger fights than we did with Strikeforce. That's the goal. St. Louis is to be bigger and better than we did with Strikeforce. Thank you.
Now, a hometown boy is always great on a card. It's even better when they wrestle here. University of Missouri, I want to turn it over to our former lightweight champion, an outstanding fighter. Always fun to watch Michael Chandler.
Fight here for Mr. Scott Coker back in the Strikeforce era, 2010, that Jesse was talking about. So to see, so for my career to kind of come full circle, it started out fighting on the local scene here in Missouri, wrestling at the University of Missouri, obviously, being born and raised right here in St. Louis, and then starting my fight career, fought like the Ozarks, right here, it was like the Ozarks, my first fight in front of very few people, select few people were there at that first fight, and now here we are 15 fights deep, and I'm very excited to be coming home. I'm excited to be fighting in front of my friends, family, peers, and just my family, everybody in St. Louis, whether I know you or I don't know you, you guys have touched my life in ways that you'll never know, especially myself moving on to the West Coast and all that kind of stuff. I miss the Midwest. I miss that Midwest hospitality. So I'm excited to be coming home. I'm excited to be fighting in front of the hometown crowd. And it's going to be a good night to fight, so tune in.
Another proud Missouri wrestler at the other end here. I'm going to turn it over to him, Bobby Lashley.
Well, it's good to be back out here in St. Charles sometime ago. It's not sometime in St. Louis, so it's kind of like getting back home again. Sit home away from home. June 19th is going to be a good card. I'd love to have the opportunity to fight first with Bellator. Bellator's been good to me so far, and I just re-signed with Bellator, so several fights left, and this is just another one on that stepping stone to becoming the heavyweight champion. But being on the card with Kimbo and Shamrock, I mean, I love these guys. I love both of them. I think it's going to be a great fight. Plus, being with Chandler, I think the card overall is going to be a great card. But just being out here, I've been training my butt off. And June 19th, I'm going to be ready for put on a good show for you guys out there in St. Louis. So I'm excited and ready.
And in our main event, unfinished business, Ken Shamrock versus Kimbo Slice. I'm going to start out with you, Ken. Have that look on your brow like you are concentrating. What do you think about this fight?
It's been 7 years that I've had to sit, had to think about the things that were said, the way I was treated, the anger that I had. Come June 19th, Scott Trade Center, I get to let it all out. And this I can promise you, it won't go to a decision.
You heard what he said, Kimbo. It won't go to decision. I'm sure you agree with that. But you see a different ending than Ken Shamrock. What can the fans look forward to June 19th?
What's up, St. Louis? I ain't got much to say, man. You already know that. I mean, we can do it. I'm ready to June 19th, baby. Let's pop it.
That sounds like he's ready now. Not just June 19th. Scott, you have any comments?
Yeah, don't blink. It's going to be a great fight. We're looking forward to the main event, but also, you know, Bobby is fighting a big fight, and so is Michael. And we got a great fight card from top to bottom. We just added a new fight today, and at the end of the day, guys, it's going to be 14 fights of action-packed entertainment, and it's going to be right here in your hometown, so come check it out.
I'm going to ask a question of each fighter. We're going to start just like we did before. We're going to start at the end with Michael Chandler. You're taking on Derek Campos. Last night at the game across here against the Cubs, which St. Louis won, I gotta add that. We were talking about this fight and you said Campos is just a tough dude. It isn't a matter of technique, it's a matter of toughness. How do you get around that?
Yeah, Derek Campos is tough. He's a veteran. He's 19 fights. Tough guy from Texas. But there's nothing that's going to stop me from winning a fight here in my hometown. I feel like I've gotten a ton better over the last year. I'm excited to come back, get this ball rolling, and I will be the champion within the next year. So Derek Campos is just a byproduct of that, as you guys see anyway. So June 19th, I start my statement, heading back to that title. So I'm excited. It will be an action-packed fight. He's a tough competitor, he's a tough fighter, but he won't have to be for June 19th.
I'm going to come back here to this man, Bobby Lashley. This is a rematch in your fight against the Colossus, James Thompson. What does a rematch add to you in a fight that, let's just say, you got kicked in the nuts really hard? I know you won't pay back for that, man.
Yeah, you know, I suppose it is a rematch, as you say so, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I know Colossus is going to be running this down the whole time, and I'm not, so I'm not even looking at him or focus my attention on him. I've been training hard, and I have very ambitious fight in this heavyweight division, so he's the first one that I'm going after. So this fight is important for me because, like I said in many interviews before, I'm going straight forward, and I have no time to stop or slow down. So this is going to be a big fight for me. I'm going to run through him, and I'm going to probably really show. I'm going to beat him up really bad. So I'm looking forward to it.
Ken, I'm going back to you. Absence does not make the heart grow fonder. You said you've been thinking about this fight since you had that missed opportunity before. What has that emotion done to you in terms of camp, in terms of your fuel for training for this fight?
Well, I'll tell you, I've taken everything off my plate and basically secluded myself in a 38-foot trailer where I go from the trailer to the gym. I train, I go back, I eat, I sleep, I get up and train again. My whole life is about that. Reason being, and I want all you out there to understand and know, that he's made it really clear that he's coming to hurt me. And I want everybody to understand that, because when I hurt him, he would have done the same to me. So if you see me get out there and I get vicious, and I put a beating on him, then you'll understand why. Because he's already made it very clear that that's what this fight is.
I see you nodding, Kimbo. I see you. You're not numbing down like that's exactly what you want. Is that beat down that you're going to give to him, you think, is that what you want?
This is the shit I live for. I live for motherfuckers like this to talk shit and run their mouth.
Bring it, man. June 19th, I can't wait, man. I can't motherfucking wait to make you home.
Sit down. You know you don't want me. Because if I do, all you're going to do is swing those little legs of yours and that fist of yours.
Let's do this. June 19th. Pop the jibber jabber. We can run it out.
Hey, I'm ready to go whenever you are, punk.
I got your point right here, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Anybody that says something like that is probably turning a pimp.
All right.
Keep grabbing, buddy, because there's nothing there to me. I got this. Yeah, I seen that. I've seen your fights, buddy. Real impressive.
Okay.
Yeah, so impressive it makes me
Since we have all this emotion here already, what we're going to do, we're going to clear the stage so these guys can face off. I am not getting between them, but before we do that, we're going to bring out some people that all of you should know. Fred Bird, Louie, and Rampage, the mascots for our great teams here in St. Louis that can be part of the photo op here. They can get in between these guys. We're going to clear off the stage right now.
Say what?
It just get any weirder.
Yeah, it does. This is gonna be a brutal match.
If you got a camera, get it out now. This is our main event Friday, June 19th, live on Spike. Kimbo Slice versus King Shamrock, our main event. Give it up for him. Let's go to Michael Chandler, Bobby Lashley. Let's give it up for Ken Shamrock, Scott Coker, Michael Chandler, Kimbo and Bobby Lashley. Tickets are still on sale at the Scott Trade Center June 19th, or pick them up at Bellator.com. St. Louis, you're an outstanding sports town. Go Cardinals, and we'll see you at the fight.
This is gonna be some crazy stuff, yo. We're here at Ballpark Village.